So my name is Blaze and I work as the Marketing and Engagement Specialist at the New Zealand AIDS Foundation. I think where we're lacking in representation of diversity and inclusion is in the inclusion of our more marginalised communities within the rainbow umbrella, so trans inclusivity, gender diverse inclusivity, so that includes non-binary representation, but particularly queer Indigenous representation, Takatapui representation, and queer Pacific representation as well. We don't see that in mainstream media and marketing and advertising. For me, and I guess where I sit with this is in relationship building and building authentic, real-life relationships with community, not just kind of going, we have this pitch, we have this brief, we have this idea, who do we need to talk to? It's actually kind of being proactive in your own process. I kind of have come into a few meetings in the last 6 to 8 months and kind of gone, decolonize your process, what do those communities need in order for them to feel as though they trust you to engage in a collaborative partnership. And it's less kind of resource mining or emotional labor mining where they can actually see an outcome. They can see an outcome for them because they're the ones who are designing it. And I guess the role of marketers in that respect is how do you decenter as a marketer to allow those people to have ownership of that outcome? And I think that's in relationship building, sitting with community, being with community for however long it takes to build those relationships. And I think that should be a process that sits outside of developing projects. How do you as marketers find space within your working lives and in your daily processes to build those relationships authentically? And that's a real Te Ao Māori perspective as well in building whanaungatanga and leading with manaaki, leading with kindness, and the intention being to meet with people rather than kind of going, how do we fit these people into this project for this outcome to get this representation? I think in any industry, in anything we do, as people who occupy space in Aotearoa, New Zealand, we have a duty to Te Tiriti o Waitangi to work in partnership, particularly with tangata whenua. So with that principle, that can be applied to any community or any set of communities. I guess if we're speaking about rainbow communities, I think partnering with, because I think the term management implies that there are a certain set of guidelines or a certain set of rules that need to be adhered to by those communities. But by allowing those communities the determination to determine what their outcomes are going to be, then it's almost like they are the ones that help manage, not help manage the marketers, but partner with the marketers to manage the outcome. Yeah.